Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a did they stay or did they go video. And in this video, I update you guys on a previous haul on my channel and I let you guys know if the fragrances that I hauled in that video stayed in my collection or if I decluttered them or gifted them. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. And I appreciate all of the love and the support. With that said, let's get into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be updating you guys on a previous haul that I did on my channel. I'm going to be putting the haul somewhere up here on the screen along with a link to go watch that video if you would like to see my initial reactions on the fragrances, and then you can watch what I think about them now, which is about a year later after getting the fragrances. So if you are new to my channel, I like to do these updates for you guys because I think that it has happened to all of us before where you really like a fragrance when you first try it and then you start wearing it and it's totally different from what you thought it was gonna be, or you didn't like a fragrance too much and then it ends up being a favorite. So I like to do updates so that you guys can know how I feel about fragrances that I have hauled. So let's get right into today's video. So the first fragrance that I'm going to be talking about is Elizabeth Arden's White Tea. And that one I recently decluttered from my collection, but not because I don't like it, not because I don't want to have it in my collection. I just got rid of it because I will be moving soon and I'm just trying to downsize my collection to a size where it's not going to be outrageous for me to take them with me. So White Tea is a fragrance that I can find very easy. It's very affordable. So I will purchase it again once I move. But that fragrance is definitely a really, really nice fragrance for bedtime, for casual wear, for being at home. If you want to be home, not doing too much, that's a perfect fragrance for that. It's a little powdery to me, very aromatic. It almost feels like you're at a spa with that fragrance. It's very relaxing. It's like a very pure type of fragrance. I can picture like freshly washed sheets, but not laundry. It's not that. It's like the perfect, just powdery, a little woody. It's super fresh. I really, really like it. So I'm just gonna tell you the notes really quickly in that one. It has sea notes, fern, mandarin orange, and clary sage in the opening. The middle notes, it has white tea, white iris, and mate. And the base notes are ambrette, exotic woods, tonka bean, and amber. I love White Tea and I cannot wait to have it back in my collection. I love fragrances that have ambrette in them a lot, I have noticed. The iris gives it like that powdery touch. The sea notes in it makes it like fresh and clean. It's a really, really nice fragrance. So if you are wondering about that one, I think that it's beautiful and it's definitely worth it. I don't have it right now, but it will be back in the future. The next fragrance is Laura Mercier Ambre Vanille. That fragrance, I had like a big roller coaster ride with that one. I loved it, I hated it, I loved it. I just kept changing my mind. I just think that that fragrance doesn't do too good in warm weather. So I did declutter that one a long time ago. And the reason why is because I get the perfect vanilla with that fragrance, but then the same thing that happened to me with Mont Blanc Signature, which is like the citrusy notes kind of like turn a little sharp on my skin. So it could have been like this super gourmand fragrance. The notes in that fragrance are like some of my favorite notes, but then it has tangerine in there. It smells a little bit like urine, which it's so weird. And I don't want to say that because I'm sure that many people love that fragrance, but that's kind of how it turned in the heat here. Like it is a very gourmand fragrance, but then that turned a little bit like sour and I just didn't enjoy the scent, but the notes are so beautiful. It has orchid, heliotrope, and tangerine in the opening. So if I could cancel out a note from this fragrance, it would be that tangerine, and then it would be perfect for me. The middle notes are coconut and almond, which I love those notes, and then sandalwood as the base. So it's a perfect fragrance. It's just that the tangerine messed it up for me. So that one got decluttered as well. There's a lot of declutters in this video, by the way. The next fragrance is Replace Stone for Her. I found that one, I think on eBay. It was like $20, very, very affordable. And that one is a really nice fragrance. The only reason I decluttered that one is because it didn't really last on me. So I got that fragrance because I believe the person who I heard talking about that fragrance was Gabby Loves Perfume. I don't know if she was the one that compared it to YSL Manifesto, or some people were kind of comparing it to that fragrance. So I got it for that reason. But the notes in Replay Stone for her are Artemisia, orange, bergamot, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are almond blossom and orchid, and the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, cashmere wood, amber, and musk. It does have a little bit of like a herbally touch to it, but that didn't bother me at all. I just got rid of it because I would put it on and like 2 hours later it was barely there. So I didn't feel like it should stay in my collection, because if a fragrance lasts at least 3-4 hours on me, I don't mind reapplying. But when it doesn't last not even 2 hours, that's kind of like a sign for me to just let it go, because it's not worth the space in my collection. So that one did get decluttered as well. Then we have YSL Manifesto. I also hauled that one. Okay, so that fragrance, a lot of people kind of described it as like the perfect vanilla. It was a vanilla must-have, and I got very, very excited with that one. But when I got that fragrance, it was super green on me, like very, very green. I would get the vanilla in there, but the green mixed in with the vanilla, it just wasn't my favorite. It does not smell bad. It smells really, really nice. It smells very unique. I feel like there's not a lot of fragrances that smell like that one. So if you like unique fragrances, you want like a different type of vanilla, you don't want like a cupcake vanilla or a sweet vanilla, that is a really nice one to try. So the top notes are blackcurrant, bergamot, and the green notes. It has green notes in the opening, so that's what made me not really want that fragrance in my collection. The middle notes are jasmine sambac and lily of the valley, and the base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, and cedar. So to me, I'm not a big fan of blackcurrant, and then mixed in with those green notes, it was just a no for me. So that one got decluttered as well. And I did like it the first times that I smelled it. So I know for sure that it's not a bad fragrance. It just didn't feel like a fragrance that I would reach for. So that one did get decluttered as well. The last fragrance in that haul is one that I still have in my collection, and this is YSL Mont Blanc, and this is the EDT version. So here is the bottle. It is still here in my collection, and I think I would like to put this in my November tray because I want to reach for this one more. I remember really, really liking this fragrance. The first time that I tried Mont Blanc, I ordered the Mont Blanc EDP, and I blind bought it. So everyone was like kind of raving about it at the time that I really got into YouTube and fragrance, and it was one of the ones that I was really, really excited for. And when I received the EDP version, I hated that fragrance. Like, I hated it so bad, and I kept spraying it. I think I tried it like 3 or 4 times because I just couldn't believe how much I disliked it. And the reason for it is because of the patchouli. The patchouli was very dirty on my skin. It was the only note that kind of shines in that fragrance for me, and it cancels out the berries, and I believe it has strawberry and these really nice juicy fruity notes. I don't get them. With the EDP, my nose just goes straight into the patchouli, and I disliked it so much. So then I got a little curious, and I wanted to try flankers or the EDT version. So I went ahead and I picked up the EDT version. I got a small bottle of it because I was honestly scared of what I was gonna get with this one. The top notes for this one are raspberry, blackberry, bergamot, and pink pepper. Middle notes are peony, datura, jasmine sambac, and orange blossom. And then the base notes, it's patchouli, white musk, cashmere, and ambroxan. Compared to the EDP version, there is 2 different types of patchouli in the EDP version. That's probably why that happened to me. So I prefer the EDT 10 times better, 20 times better. If you have tried the EDP and you hated it, give the EDT a chance, because it's, to me, it's what I wanted the EDP to smell like, or what I thought it was going to smell like. It's really, really feminine. It's floral. It's, to me, it's sophisticated, it's sexy. It's a beautiful scent to wear dressed up, or you can wear a little bit more casual, not too casual. I wouldn't reach for this on an everyday basis, but this is a really nice, feminine, sexy fragrance. And I definitely love the EDT so much better. I still get the patchouli, but it's really, really nice in there. And I get the raspberry a lot. I get the blackberry a lot as well, and it gives it like a different touch, because I think a lot of fragrances focus a lot on like red berries, but when you have like a blackberry in there, it's really, really nice. It's unique. The pink pepper doesn't bother me like in other fragrances. It's done really nicely. The peony is a very feminine flower. It's not sharp. Usually peony is one of my favorite florals because jasmine can be a little bit headache inducing if it's too sharp. I love peony and I love orange blossom, which both of those florals are in here. The jasmine is not too loud, and then the patchouli mixes in with the white musk perfectly, so it's not a dirty patchouli. It's not too much. It's perfection. So I prefer the EDT, and the EDT is my favorite flanker or version of all of them. I don't like the EDP. I do have the Intense, I think is the one that I have, and I'm thinking about decluttering that one because I do prefer the EDT out of all of them. So this brings me to the end of this update. It was a quick video. I didn't want to make it too long, and I would love to know if you own any of the fragrances that I talked about in this video. How do you feel about them? Do you have them? And if you have never tried any of them, which one of the ones that I mentioned kind of caught your attention the most? I would love to hear from you in the comments section. That's going to be it from me today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.